Hello dogs and dogettes, and welcome back to WWE 2K18. This is Universe Mode, this is SmackDown, and this is episode 2. We have our next part now, the second half of the draft taking place here tonight on SmackDown, and we're going to get straight into it. Our inaugural contest here tonight is SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka taking on Raw Women's Champion Bayley.
And Bayley going to have to offer a huge title retain against Nia Jax. Now, he's got a huge task out of her yet again, but honestly, if someone could beat Asuka, I wouldn't put it past the Raw Women's Champ Bayley.
Asuka is pretty much undefeated here in Universe Mode. Asuka is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, definitely. I'm not taking anything away from that. But Bayley, with that happy attitude, you know it just as well as me. As soon as that bell rings and she gets fired up, there's nothing that can stop it.
Speaking of nothing that can be, something that can't be stopped, here comes Asuka, the SmackDown Women's Champion, making Becky Lynch submit. She won the title back at SummerSlam after decimating Becky Lynch. You know, Becky Lynch and the rest of the SmackDown women are going to be chomping at the bit to get a shot at Asuka. Asuka has been one of the biggest success stories of last season on Universe Mode. Bayley, pretty much the same as well, especially in the later aspects of Universe Mode. Remember at the start of 2K17 Universe Mode, Bayley was absolutely decimated by Charlotte. Oh, how times have changed. Now Bayley is in a interpromotional matchup against the SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka.
Legs of Bayley right there. And Bayley cannot get caught up in the moment. Needs to stay on Asuka. Right now, here could be looking at a quick roll up.
Inside cradle, kicks out.
Looking at a quick pin, but no.
Asuka, one of the most dominating females, or even one of the most dominating superstars, male or female, in the entirety
shot to Asuka, but that might just
of Universe Mode. And here we go, Bayley now looking to fight back. Asuka rolls her through with the arm drag. Here we go, cover. Asuka releases. Bayley is down. Bayley is, I think she's exhausted right now.
A quick exchange.
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned that she's a few days removed from the match against Nia Jax.
I did at the entrance. I said she's just come off a huge.
Well, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to you.
Yeah, you don't. That's the thing.
I was too busy paying attention to the awesomeness that is Asuka.
Both women are very impressive in their own right.
Here we go. Asuka, look at that. Textbook slam there by Asuka.
All right, now Bayley needs to find her footing.
Follows it up with a stiff kick right to the back.
You agree with me there. Bayley needs to find footing in this matchup.
Yeah, but she needs to find it sooner rather than later, because right now, Asuka. Oh, and look at that, Bayley doing the smart thing there, rolling to a safe haven on the outside of the ring.
A lot of people don't realise that's a very smart manoeuvre to roll on the outside of the ring.
I'm not disputing it's a smart manoeuvre, and especially when you're in there with a competitor the caliber of Asuka.
Oh, look at Bayley!
And now she's fired up.
Fired up! She's fired up over Asuka.
And here we go now, Bayley getting Asuka to her feet, rolls through, and a bit of payback there from the kick earlier.
Hey, Bayley can do some strong style as well if she has to.
And here we go, Asuka gets sent into the corner. Asuka.
Oh, monkey flip, sends her halfway across the ring.
Great monkey flip there by Bayley.
Now the elbow.
Falls up with the elbow drop, and Bayley now is in control.
And Bayley now watching over Asuka.
We want some Bayley chants in the crowd. Asuka gets a jawbreaker for her troubles.
Has Asuka's number right now.
And look at this, the Bayley Plex.
Bayley Plex. No way.
And is she going to follow it up now?
She is.
The Bayley to belly hooks the leg to get 3 draft picks for Monday Night Raw, and she does it.
What? Bayley's just beaten the undefeated Asuka.
Well, absolute shocker here tonight. Bayley with the win.
Can you believe it?
Well, I'm not sure. I have to check on my sources if Asuka was undefeated, but if she was, she's not anymore. But showing Bayley some respect, very similar to how Dean Ambrose and Sami Zayn showed respect. So at least we know these two women have respect for each other. But ladies and gentlemen, an absolute shocker here tonight because Bayley defeated Asuka. Bayley has been basically essentially a giant killer these past few days, defeating almost the unstoppable Nia Jax and defeating the almost unbeatable Asuka. Bayley is on fire and she is just doing Raw 3 draft picks, and we're about to find out who those draft picks are right now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the first draft pick of the night. This is the first of 3 draft picks that Monday Night Raw have, and let's see who Raw get. Going to be interesting to see who Monday Night Raw get. There are still some free agents floating around, so there's a potential of that. TJ Perkins going to Monday Night Raw, which means he will not be eligible for the Cruiserweight division, as the Cruiserweight division is exclusively on SmackDown Live. So TJP is heading to Monday Night Raw. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with Monday Night Raw's second draft pick of the night. Who's it going to be? Who will join TJP over on Monday Night Raw? Shinsuke Nakamura, the Intercontinental Champion, is heading... Oh my god, he is heading to Monday Night Raw. What does that mean for the Intercontinental Championship? We're not sure, but ladies and gentlemen, in the main event tonight, Shinsuke Nakamura will still be a SmackDown superstar, as he will be representing SmackDown against the United States Champion Stone Cold. But after tonight, Shinsuke Nakamura is heading to Monday nights. Monday Night Raw's third and final pick. Who's it going to be? Shinsuke Nakamura is going over to Raw with TJ Perkins. We'll keep you updated on what's going to happen to the Intercontinental Championship later on tonight. Fandango, which means that potentially the Fashion Police will be heading over to Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw with quite the draft picks there. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right back into another bit of draft action. It is an 8-man battle royal, and that's coming up right now. Here we go with battle royal action. 4 Raw superstars taking on 4 SmackDown superstars. The winner of this matchup will earn their brand 3 draft picks.
Huge names in this battle royal.
Indeed there is, and some individuals in this matchup who were only just recently traded over to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Chad Gable is in this matchup. Chris Jericho is in this matchup.
And you obviously got Seth Rollins in this matchup.
The first ever and the longest reigning Universal Champion.
He also got pinned by Sami Zayn to lose that match in the Fatal 4-Way.
He did indeed.
But he's got to win some momentum.
And here, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the newest signees to Tuesday nights. Chris Jericho bringing his brand of Jerichoholics over to SmackDown.
And here he is.
Y2J yet to win a championship here in Universe mode. Didn't win one last season, but ironically, Chris Jericho had a matchup against Seth Rollins back at the Great American Bash.
He did almost won that.
Almost won.
Well, very on his game.
So there's no love lost between these two. That's for sure.
It's getting a hero's welcome here on SmackDown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to let you know our upcoming pay-per-view Survivor Series will pit Raw and SmackDown teams against each other. Survivor Series will indeed be brand warfare. And speaking of warfare, this man is a one-man war machine.
He's even more, I've heard he's even more furious now that he tapped out to Stone Cold. He feels like he's almost got a chip on his shoulder. This is a new beginning for him.
Indeed, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, looking motivated like he always does. But tonight, as you said, a huge, almost moon-sized chip on that man's shoulder. And right now we have 2 competitors from Raw, 1 from SmackDown. Who is next for SmackDown? As we know, as I said, Chad Gable and Chris Jericho in this matchup. Not sure Randy Orton is in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Orton was making waves after he beat Roman Reigns, who was the #1 contender for the WWE Championship.
He's a man who thrives in multi-man matches. I mean, he won 2 Royal Rumbles.
Yeah, but he has yet to win. We have yet to have a Royal Rumble here in Universe mode. as soon as the Royal Rumble happens and you're in Universe Mode, I'll have to take your word for it. Orton could be the favorite to win, but right now we're focused. This month is all about brand supremacy. It is about who is the better, the most superior brand. And Randy Orton, I don't think cares which brand's the most superior as long as he walks out on top of whatever matchup he's in. And who is next? Obviously, we have 2 SmackDown competitors, 2 Raw competitors, and here comes the 3rd Raw competitor in this matchup. Triple H, who was not, he was not involved though in the decision. And Triple H, he shaved the head.
Well, you know he's coming in. He's got to be serious in this matchup. This isn't just about the draft picks.
I've heard one reason that Triple H has shaved his hair off. He said that hair. He said I lost again to Stone Cold Steve Austin. He said I feel like that hair was a sign of the old me. He says now I'm a fresh man. I am pure. I have yet to lose now with this new look. Oh, Triple H, if he loses this battle royal tonight, maybe he'll regret shaving the hair, because remember, the hair brought Triple H a lot of success, and like it has anything to do with hair, it doesn't really matter. Whether Triple H has hair, no hair, whether he's coming out in denim jackets, Triple H will always be the game. He will always be the cerebral assassin.
Just like his denim, though, doesn't he?
He does indeed, but it doesn't matter. And I'd like to make you making jokes about that. I'd like Triple H to come over to the announce table and smack you around, maybe pedigree you through both tables. But nonetheless, here comes a man, in my opinion, who is going to make serious waves here on SmackDown. Obviously, Chad Gable. We do have news, however, that SmackDown had decided to bring Jason Jordan over as well, meaning that Chad Gable will not be alone.
Absolutely.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, other news, Sanity will be coming over to SmackDown, and also the New Day will be coming over as a collective unit to SmackDown Live.
Huge for the tag team division. Really going to start heating up as well with all that.
Oh yeah, with the tag, and especially now, as we mentioned, we got, talking about brands and all that. Shinsuke Nakamura. Wait a minute, I wasn't expecting this.
I know we need another member from Raw, but really, do we need this guy?
Hey, this guy brings success wherever he goes.
I'm not going to dispute the fact that this guy is the best Sting, leader of the Wolfpack, but I just don't like his attitude right now. But if he brings one home for Raw, I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, quickly going back to what I was saying earlier regarding Shinsuke Nakamura and the title. Oh, wait a minute! The former competitor from 205 Live, Christian. We have heard rumors that Christian became unsatisfied with 205 Live, so he has returned full-time to SmackDown. A great rivalry with Tyson Kidd. I would strongly recommend those watching right now to go back and watch a few episodes of 205 Live where Christian and Tyson Kidd put each other through the physical ringer.
Christian lost. Well, actually won his last match, but
under controversial circumstances.
He really didn't like that, so I think he was very unhappy with.
Hey, Captain Charisma wants a fresh start, and I can't blame him. One of the best SmackDown has to offer. But ladies and gentlemen, quickly going back to what I was saying earlier, Shinsuke Nakamura, after tonight, will no longer be a SmackDown superstar, but he will relinquish the Intercontinental Championship. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will soon have to crown a new champion.
It's sad for Shinsuke, but I guess Shinsuke...
But also, it's exciting for Shinsuke. Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head there. New beginnings for Shinsuke Nakamura. And here we go. The sea of humanity. And look at Seth Rollins and Triple H battling it out. And you got Samoa Joe and Chad Gable. It's interesting to see, just like with the women's matchup.
Over the top rope.
Over the top rope style. Obviously, with the women's version, we had a pinfall submission battle royal elimination matchup.
And Christian almost over.
Christian now almost out.
Christian.
Oh, wait a minute. Randy Orton has been eliminated.
Already?
Chris Jericho eliminating Orton, and that is not going to sit well with the Apex Predator.
That's huge.
And Triple H almost going out there. Samoa Joe over the top.
Christian over the top. Christian, barely hands on. And Rollins actually going for Christian right now. Rollins needs that fresh new start as well.
Chad Gable gets dropped.
I think Sting.
Triple H now going for Chad Gable. And gets a gut buster for his troubles.
Sting fighting each other.
And here we go, looking for the elimination. Is he going to get it, though?
I think Sting and Chris Jericho are very well known to each other. Both used to be on...
Seth Rollins! Oh, almost out.
Like Christian, that would have been huge for Christian.
Definitely. A huge elimination. The first ever Universal Champion.
Oh, and Chris Jericho almost out.
And here we go now. Triple H teetering, but manages to stay in. Chad Gable was unable to eliminate Triple H right there.
Sting on fire with his clothesline. Sting is apparently riled up as well.
Lands on his feet, and look, with a suplex of his own. Great there by Chad Gable. Chad Gable's really having a great showing in this matchup.
Against someone like Triple H as well, hell yeah. One hell of a showing.
And a chop there from Triple H to Chad Gable. Chad Gable now going to a safe haven.
Triple H showing leave Chad Gable alone to go after Chris Jericho.
And wait a minute, Jericho has been eliminated.
Jericho, the team of Christian and
Triple H, very unlikely team. But Chris Jericho, he's got nothing to be ashamed of, eliminating Orton on his first night.
Hey, no, that's nothing to be ashamed of.
And here we go, as we can see Triple H and Seth Rollins still going at it. Well, there is 3 members of Monday Night Raw and 2 members of SmackDown.
Oh, Chad now going.
Chad Gable to the top rope. This is very risky, but that was very smart by Chad Gable there. Triple H chants here on SmackDown. And Christian teetering again. Oh, Christian teetering.
Christian teetering, but also Sting and Seth Rollins.
No love lost there. Sting, Irish whips. Chad Gable. Oh, Chad Gable!
Eliminated Sting!
What an absolutely incredible elimination there for Chad Gable. I told you this kid's going to do great things.
And I believe you. I think especially with Jason Jones by his side. Oh, but Triple H going straight after him.
Chad Gable trying not to let that phase him. Chad Gable now staring at Triple H. Jericho sucks chance.
He's not even here anymore, so
the fans obviously are not fans of Jericho here tonight.
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe just I said about Jerichoholics coming over from Raw. Maybe not. And look at this now, Christian.
Check it again.
Oh, Christian kill switch engaged.
Oh, Triple H of all people.
Hey, Christian is going to fight whoever he wants. Christian wants to establish himself here on SmackDown. Here in Universe mode. He obviously had that great rivalry with Tyson Kidd. And then all shades of his former tag team partner there with the Execution, the Impaler DDT. And Chad Gable and Seth Rollins now going at it. And look at this.
Well, Christian wants a bit of Chad Gable. Maybe he sees that Chad Gable's on fire in this
maybe he
match.
wants to be the only SmackDown competitor in this matchup. And look at this.
And Triple H is out.
Chad Gable. Chad Gable teetering on the edge of disaster. Is this it?
Oh,
Chad Gable!
Did you see Triple H got eliminated as well?
Triple H got eliminated, and Chad Gable still hanging in there.
It's eliminated. It's the Wolfpack leader Sting.
He's had a great night. He's got, just like, I said Jericho's got nothing to be ashamed of. If Chad Gable doesn't win this, he's got absolutely nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, Christian teetering.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, Christian gets eliminated.
Takes him out, but Rollins wins!
Raw gets another pick. Rollins showing off yet again that resiliency and heart.
But remember, Rollins is extra motivated here tonight after getting pinned in that fatal 4-way. But as I said, do not take anything away from Chad Gable. Great things.
The best showing in that by far, in my opinion.
But Rollins had the last laugh in this matchup. Seth Rollins has won.
There's still some Christian chance apparently.
No, the fans want to see Christian win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that means Monday Night Raw gets another 3 draft picks. Not looking good for SmackDown on their home turf here tonight. We're about to find out who's going to be drafted to Monday nights. Ladies and gentlemen, Raw gets another 3 picks. Who's the first pick going to be? Raw has had a great night here tonight. Absolutely fantastic, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would. Rollins picking up this massive draft pick here tonight. Hopefully a massive draft pick for Raw.
Sheamus is coming over. Ladies and gentlemen, Sheamus is coming over from SmackDown and he is heading to Monday Night Raw. SmackDown about to lose another superstar here. Raw with their second draft pick. Who's it going to be? Losing Sheamus now as well. Also losing Shinsuke Nakamura and TJP. Kalisto going over to Monday Night Raw from SmackDown. He is the Cruiserweight Champion as well.
So he's not eligible anymore.
That means, ladies and gentlemen, that SmackDown have pretty much lost 2 champions in one night. Absolutely shocking here tonight for SmackDown Live. Monday Night Raw now with their 3rd draft pick. Here we go. This is their 6th draft pick tonight overall. Summer Rae now leaving SmackDown Live to go to Monday Night Raw. Another added bonus here for Raw, because Raw now have extra bodies in the women's division. We have the main event tonight. Monday Night Raw's United States Champion Stone Cold Steve Austin taking on, only for the rest of the night, SmackDown's Intercontinental Champion in Shinsuke Nakamura. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, Nakamura was drafted to Monday Night Raw. But ladies and gentlemen,
shame for SmackDown, but
yeah, but we also have news on what's going to happen with the Cruiserweight Championship. Kalisto, the commissioner of 205 Live, is forcing Kalisto to defend the championship against Neville, because Neville still is entitled to a matchup for the championship. But it is going to be a huge shame, because one of my favorites here on SmackDown, the undefeated Shinsuke Nakamura. But remember, Asuka pretty much was undefeated, and the undefeated streak ended so quickly. Will the same happen to the King of Strong Style here tonight?
You're in the ring with the veteran Stone Cold Steve Austin. Anything can happen.
And obviously Austin is absolutely on fire after making Samoa Joe tap out. But will Austin leave with a victory, or will Shinsuke Nakamura walk away and get SmackDown's first set of draft picks of the night? Because this is the last chance SmackDown have.
It is.
And look at Austin! Sends him to the outside.
Austin saying, come on, show me what you've got.
Well, thank God this wasn't another Battle Royal for SmackDown, because right there, Raw would have got another set of draft picks. Remember, 4 draft picks for the main event here tonight.
Oh, and Austin running straight in with the clothesline, almost running past that boot that Shinsuke threw out. I've never seen someone do that to Shinsuke before.
Yeah, well, Austin and Shinsuke Nakamura, a first time ever matchup here in Universe Mode.
Dream match as well, a lot of people could say.
And obviously, as we know, Shinsuke Nakamura debuted back at SummerSlam, defeating Baron Corbin.
There's an Austin chance here.
Austin chance, and Nakamura is not going to let that phase him. Nakamura gets in the ring. Nakamura is all business. And look at this. Falls out with that variant on the axe kick.
Well, here's the thing. Austin may not have the strong style, but he has those fists still. And a nonchalant cover.
And Nakamura, that was more so a taunt than an actual pinning attempt.
Austin too much, though.
No, I agree. But then again, if anyone can do it, it's the King of Strong Style.
Oh, but he gets caught there.
Austin shutting the King of Strong Style down. Nakamura really needs to get back into this, not just for himself, but for SmackDown.
Austin almost said that, just hit me, I want to see you hit me.
And Nakamura will oblige. And he hits harder than almost anyone I've ever seen.
I'd say he hits the hardest on the roster, and that's just my personal opinion. But look at Austin!
Austin hits pretty hard too. Austin with a Thez press. Could this be it?
Look at Austin flipping him off. There's no respect with Austin here tonight.
No, Austin is all business. The bionic redneck now looking. Stunner!
No way.
And this could be all she wrote.
Time wasting pulling him from the ropes though. Veteran move with that little bit
No! Nakamura survives.
That little bit of time saving Nakamura there.
Nakamura would like to end his SmackDown tenure on a high note, winning this matchup. So Nakamura is only going to be Intercontinental Champion for not much longer. By the time next Raw rolls around, we'll have to look to crown a new Intercontinental Champion here on SmackDown. Austin has just been all over Nakamura.
I know we say that nothing can face Nakamura, as here he goes. Slipping through an
inverted DDT, nicely done there by Shinsuke.
Do you think almost that Nakamura might be taken off guard by the fact he's been moved to Raw?
I think it has, because Nakamura was prepared to have epic matches with the likes of AJ Styles and Cena, among others. You know, even guys like Chad Gable who have recently moved here, and Chris Jericho. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen here.
Shades from earlier on in the match.
That's not going to happen now, because Nakamura has now gone to Monday Night Raw. And look at this, Austin with a bit of strong style of his own, the knee right to the gut. Well, it isn't illegal.
It isn't illegal, no. It's a necessity for him to have it on as well.
And look at Austin now taunting Shinsuke Nakamura on the floor. And Nakamura now trying to get back to his feet.
I think Austin was almost telling him, you better get back inside this ring.
And Nakamura's going to oblige. You know Nakamura doesn't...
He doesn't back down from any fight, no matter who it is.
And look at this, Austin again.
Again. He's hitting him right in that corner. Nakamura has to take a breather.
But Nakamura's getting straight back in the ring. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh, and a snap suplex there by Austin.
Snap suplex, and Austin may have this one in the bag. Inside cradle. One. Kick out by Shinsuke Nakamura again. As you said, I think Nakamura is very thrown off tonight. Which is unusual for Shinsuke. Knee to the gut. Nakamura wants him up.
Austin actually rolling further away. That's very smart.
Very smart, but look at Shinsuke. From the heavens with a drop kick, but it was not to be.
Austin!
Stunner!
Austin just stunned the hell out of Shinsuke.
Shinsuke looks stunned. Into the cover. Yes, Nakamura. Thank goodness. I'm supposed to. We gotta hope for SmackDown to get at least a single draft pick here tonight. I may be biased, but I'm sad to see Shinsuke Nakamura go. I don't think he's really been able to reach his full potential here on SmackDown yet.
I do agree. I think he's gone a bit too prematurely. Austin doesn't care.
Deep arm drag from the top rope and then flips him off again.
Austin's telling Nakamura, you better stop kicking out, otherwise it's going to get a lot worse for you.
And the fight, though, in Shinsuke Nakamura, sending Austin to the outside.
Well on his back there, did Austin.
And Nakamura is going to be relentless on the outside of the ring. Nakamura's waiting for him to get to his feet. Shinsuke knows what it takes to win big-time matches. He won his debut back at SummerSlam, where he won the Intercontinental Championship. Austin won, actually the same night Austin won the United States Championship. How poetic is that? These two men battling it out for 4 draft picks when they won their respective titles on the same night. Austin obviously beating Shawn Michaels, and Shinsuke Nakamura beating Baron Corbin, and this could be all she wrote.
Stunner! Again, a third time with the stunner.
And Austin taking time to gloat. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. 3, and Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Shinsuke Nakamura. The undefeated Shinsuke Nakamura has been slayed by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Well, there we go again, ladies and gentlemen. The champions showing the respect again. It's great to see. Hey, you never know. Austin could always have Shinsuke Nakamura looking to challenge him for the United States Championship over on Raw. Just a shame that we had to lose Shinsuke Nakamura, and also the shame that Shinsuke Nakamura, his undefeated streak came to an end. The draft has brought many bad signs to SmackDown right now. SmackDown have not had the best of luck in this draft. But ladies and gentlemen, on a much better note, we do get to see who is going to Monday nights. We're about to find that out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the final draft picks, the final 4 draft picks. Who is going to Monday Night Raw? Nikki Bella coming over from SmackDown to Monday Night Raw. And obviously Nikki Bella is going to be looking to make a splash in the women's division on the red brand. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the second draft pick of 4 for Monday Night Raw. Obviously, after these 4 draft picks, the draft will come to an end. Raw have got to be hoping for some great superstars to come over to Monday nights. Connor and Victor, or potentially both, most likely both, because Raw and SmackDown seem to be picking up the tag teams frequently. So for the safe bet, it looks like Connor and Victor of the Ascension will be joining Monday Night Raw. Here comes the 3rd draft pick now. Who's it going to be? Grand Metalik is coming over to Monday Night Raw. Again, a huge blow for SmackDown's Cruiserweight division, but nonetheless, Grand Metalik is heading to Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, the final draft pick of tonight. Well, the final draft pick. And that is it. The draft will come to an end. Monday Night Raw better be hoping again for another great pick. Dolph Ziggler heading from SmackDown over to Monday Night Raw. The final draft pick is the show-off Dolph Ziggler. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for. Thank you for watching Universe Mode. We will see you next time.